and say, come and try out for our under-20 squad? I wouldn't even respond to your email, bro.
There's a player called Omari Hutchinson. I don't think he needs to come to any trials. I think he's good enough. If he can make a Premier League starting, squad for the day, he should come in at the back end. When you're going to the tournament, you're preparing for the tournament, and if he's good enough, he's in it.
Because my son not playing for no England or no Canada or no America. It's not going to happen. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
There's a lot to unpack in this little scene.
That you can get redress for the matter. And I think that place is to find a player. For example, the name Kiddo Taylor Hart came up. If it is proven that he was excluded on the basis of they didn't want to go past a certain amount, I think that's a case that along with Kiddo that could be taken up, even probably in the court of arbitration for sports or something like that. But I think to prove that a quota system was used to exclude a player and at the same time admitting that it's not prevalent in the female, in other words, the only place it is working in is under 20 and under 17, it's going to be, I can't see how that can be validated, but it's worth the effort if it is, I think, dealt with next week. That's all I'm saying, because it is wrong. How it is dealt with is what I think we need to discuss. What is the best way to help eliminate the perception or the reality of the quota system? Because that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're wrong for pursuing this thing. I'm saying that the way you're doing it may be not the best way. You're going to need a player to say, yes, when I was excluded, it was on the basis that they could only include 5 players from England. And I know I am better than that one, and I didn't make the quota. Was excluded.
Yeah, I agree with Manis, man. That's exactly what it would take. And the player would have to say that the reason why he was excluded, they told him, the JFF, whoever the correspondent is, told him that you will not be making this squad because we have already met our quota. And then he can take it to some. And I don't think that will happen.
And essentially, Manning's man basically reiterated the point that we are trying to make. Right? Cataract mentioned something earlier in the live. I don't think we reacted to that. As I said, guys, we're not reacting to the whole 4-hour live. Go and watch it yourself. Trust me, it's a good watch. Where he said the reason why it isn't prevalent in the women's program, but it is prevalent in the men's program, is because there's no transfer fee to be gotten from women's football. However, if I put Nicholas Nelson on display, or Daniel Green on display, and Nicholas Nelson is snatched up for $300,000, that is 10% or 20% or 40% or God knows how much percent goes into the pocket of a local club, of a local coach, of local managers.
If they purchase him directly from the club, then they get the bulk of that money.
Alright, as compared to Tiffany Cameron or a Marla Sweatman, that there's no big transfer fees in that situation. Those girls are just going to go from club to club for unfreeze.
And there is no local league, there's no local interest in that, because we do have a league up and running right now. There are no local players or local based players playing in the squad, in the team right now that you could make money from. Also, to add to that, the Reggae Girls team is being run independently, bro. Let's talk about that. That might be another reason. And do we need the JFF to say, have a branch where it's given to run the Reggae Girls and a branch that's given to run the Reggae Boys? Away from the actual executive of the JFF.
Yeah, I think, as I said, Gareth Southgate runs his ship. And Gareth Southgate is in charge of England football at all levels. So it's as though, as I said, the president of the English FA is the prince, the crown prince, or one of the second crown prince, that's William. And Gareth Southgate is the manager of the senior team, but he almost serves in a technical director facet where he has his tentacles on all the programs. And the football is run how he wants it to run. I think that's what we need.
And we need to find the right person for that, rather than taking the Reggae Girls route.
But as I said, the reason why the quota system seems or is perceived to be enforced at the national senior men's level as compared to other age groups and other levels in football is because that's where the money is.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. And the last thing we're going to be reacting to. Let's see.
to be playing practice games, and at the end of those practice games, they will select the 20-man squad to go to the 20-man, 23-man squad. Don't quote me on the number, to go to the tournament. But they would not need, because they're playing in professional leagues, they're playing in a championship or Premier League, or they're in MLS academies, or they're in Germany or in Portugal or in Sweden. They were not, because they would not be released from their clubs to come to a trial for a week and then come back for the training camp and then to go back and then to leave for the tournament. And so that's what, which I think makes sense. I don't think, for example, and this is just a name, I don't know that he will play, he can. There's a player called Omari Hutchinson. I don't think he needs to come to any trials. I think he's good enough. If he can make a Premier League starting, squad for the day, he should come in at the back end. When you're going to the tournament, you're preparing for the tournament, and if he's good enough, he's in it. The other thing I will say is, one of the things that I would look at Cataract is, if Paul Hall is coming.
All right, let's talk about that. Players being invited to come and try out for the team, even though they are full-blown professionals, at 18 and 19 years old. Pathetic and downright disrespectful. If I was a pro, bro, and I'm there at Arsenal, yeah, I'm in the academy team, I'm playing in the under 23s, but I get called to I train with the senior team, and I get called to the match day squad every now and then. I play in the Europa League, and you are going to look at me, and say, come and try out for our under 20 squad. I wouldn't even respond to your email, bro.
Because there is no tryouts for the English under 20s or the English under 17s.
If I'm good enough, you call me.
Because it's so weird, that it's so insane to me that at the under 20 level, we're having quote unquote amateur tryouts. At the under 20 level.
Where most of them should be pros.
Not most of them. You can't feel you shouldn't be fielding an under 20 team with amateur players.
Facts, bro. So I say it's disrespectful to the actual pros that you're going to field a schoolboy and tell him to come and try out when he's a full-blown professional in England or Germany. That's disrespectful, and it's crazy to me.
It can't happen. And as I said, Jamaica needs to be at a level. I can understand with standout intercollegiate players at the America Division 1 level. I can understand that.
And that should be the bulk of the team either.
No, that should be a very, very, very vast minority of players that you know is going to be a top 5 pick after them finish them college tenure. But it has to under 20. It has to be a majority of professionals, bro. It has to be all professionals with 1 or 2 standout collegiate players in America. So this whole tryout situation for under 20 program, that just shows how
we're behind, bro.
How behind we are.
We're far, far behind the rest of the leaders in the world, my youth. And it's crazy to me, man. They can't be asking professionals to come.
I remember the under 17 competition with Topi and Maggie and those guys. USA were fielding the likes of Josh Sargent and Timothy Weah. And by the time those guys are playing pro in Europe, that's under 17.
Yep.
Right? And now Josh Sargent can play under 23 still. He's in his early 20s, same thing with Weah. Pulish is just past that age. Right? When those guys were playing under 17s and under 20s, they're already being paid thousands of pounds a week to play football. Yeah. Right? In Mexico, if they're sending an under 17 team, all of those guys are playing pro in Liga MX. Every single one of them. There's not an amateur player in any Mexican team under 17. It will not happen. So the fact that we are having under 20 tryouts with players who aren't professionals, it
shows how far behind we are.
It's mind blowing.
And when would these players get the time to come and try it? And also,
come try out.
You ever send me? I'm a professional in England. Now wherever, wherever.
Yeah.
And you send me an email saying that I have to pay for my ticket, because that's what I hear is happening. Apparently, the players overseas, Speed said it on Ryan's live. They'll pay for. Once you arrive, they take care of everything, but you'd have to buy a ticket. So say you are coming from the West Coast in America, and you have to buy your own ticket to go back. You know how much money you're looking at if you want to fly first class, or you're flying from England, and you have to book your round trip. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
To come and try out.
Disrespectful. But people.
And these guys have English use caps.
No, not exactly. Exactly. If you're good enough to play for England, what's the from play for Jamaica? But people, you guys saw our reaction. You saw exactly what we thought about this quota system and calling players for tryouts and the whole work. Let us know in the comment section. What do you think? But before we go, bro, let the people know where you want them to go.
Yes, so You know, thanks again for tuning in another video. Go and go check out the live because it's bad. If it's too long, speed it up.
Yeah.
And watch it because it's a good listen. Me and Rush were here watching it, and you know, we were very entertained. You know, we learned a lot.
Yep.
You know, it was very insightful at many points. So link in description, go and go watch. But before you go, like the video, leave a comment saying how much you enjoyed the video or how much you hated the video. But we know someone enjoyed it because it's good. And share the video. If each one of you guys can get us 5 subscribers, do you know how many subscribers that would get us? By the end of the day, wait, take off my glasses and tell them again. No, some serious, you know?
Because my glasses so them can't hear, bro.
If each one of you guys or loyal subscribers can get us 5 subscribers, do you know how many subscribers that would get us by the end of the day? But with that said, Rush, one more reaction. This was This or That Sports TV.